The Tale of Nia, the Sky Whisperer. In a quiet village tucked deep within the savanna of Africa, there lived a peculiar girl named Nia. She was unlike anyone else in the village. Her eyes were a striking shade of amber, glowing faintly in the dark like the embers of a dying fire. Her voice carried an unusual cadence, and she often spoke to the wind, whispering secrets to the skies above. The villagers found Nia strange and kept their distance. "She's cursed," some said. Others murmured, "She's gifted, but with powers we don't understand." Nia didn't seem to mind their whispers. She spent her days wandering the plains, collecting strange objects: a beetle's iridescent shell, a stone shaped like a crescent moon, feathers from birds no one else had seen. She arranged these treasures in intricate patterns near the riverbank, as if piecing together a puzzle only she could see. One day, a terrible drought struck the village. The sun burned hotter than ever, and the fields turned to dust. The river shrank to a trickle, and the villagers grew desperate. They prayed to the spirits, performed rituals, and sought help from neighboring tribes, but nothing worked. Nia, however, seemed unbothered by the drought. She continued her solitary walks, speaking softly to the wind and skies. One evening, as the villagers gathered to discuss their dwindling water supply, Nia approached the elders. "I can bring the rain," she said, her amber eyes steady and calm. The villagers scoffed. "What can a strange girl like you do?" they demanded. But Nia stood her ground. "Give me one night," she said. "If I fail, I will leave the village forever." The elders, desperate and with little to lose, agreed. That night, Nia carried her peculiar collection of treasures to the highest hill. She arranged them in a circle, each object placed with great care. Then she began to chant, her voice rising and falling like the wind itself. As the villagers watched from afar, the sky began to shift. Dark clouds gathered, swirling and twisting in unnatural patterns. Lightning flickered in the distance, and a low rumble of thunder echoed across the plains. By dawn, the rain began to fall, softly at first, then in torrents. The villagers danced in the downpour, their laughter mingling with the sound of the rain. When they looked for Nia, she was nowhere to be found. Days later, a shepherd boy claimed to have seen her on the horizon, walking toward the setting sun. The villagers never saw her again, but they spoke of her for generations. Some called her a witch, others called her a savior. But everyone agreed on one thing: Nia was not of this world. She was a child of the wind, a whisperer of the skies,